I'm the best. Alrighty, I'm recording now.
Thank you.
Just remember, anything we
Very
say
good.
can be cut up
Yes, and do,
and has been
and used against us
proven before.
in the court of law.
I just cut shit up.
Yes, because you did such good editing.
That was best editing. Screw you.
This is how I do it. I get inside your head.
Get out of my head, Charles.
No, Charles. Alright, let's get started.
This is another story time with Jed.
Story time.
Story time. You should
I
write a
have
jingle.
the best stories.
Write a jingle and
think so?
sing it.
Oh man, alright, let's go. About one chicken story time like a pizza delivery. There you go.
You have to be 18 years or older. 'Cause that's porn.
Hey, your mom liked it.
You, your mum liked it.
I was just like, hey, looks like you got a leak on this pipe. Oh man. I just always seem to find the ones that have a man's voice though. Don't know why that is.
And a penis. Pro tip, that's not a woman.
So you had a story you was gonna tell me earlier about the iPhone.
Yeah.
Because I asked you if you were gonna get one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, since I already had one before, I figured.
Now, which one did you have?
I had the 5. Before that, I had the 4 as well. So.
Oh, okay.
I pretty much change. Every 2 years, I upgrade.
You're a religious upgrader.
Oh, it's part of the contract, really. I mean, the phone comes with a contract, and every 2 years I can get a new phone. So I don't see why I should keep paying a contract with an old phone when I can just get a new one and, you know, off I go.
Sure.
I mean,
all right.
A lot of people, like, take sides. You know, iPhone shit, this, that, etc. I'm not really.
Yeah.
I don't
get it myself. I mean, I'm not. The only reason I never had an iPhone is because I'm not in a contract, and they're very expensive to purchase.
That is correct.
Outside of contracts, so that's why I never got one. Not because I'm an Android or an iPhone fanboy. It's just like I got what was available to me.
I mean, I had a Panasonic phone at first, and that wasn't on a contract. It was just, you know, pay as I use sort of thing.
Yeah.
But once the smartphones came out, like I think the iPhone 4 period and the Samsung Galaxy, I was looking at them thinking they're pretty cool. And then I saw what extra stuff they had, like a few really good apps. And then I noticed the games.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, hey.
Oh, yeah.
Mobile games are actually starting to look like they're worth doing now, unlike before. So my original plan was to get a Galaxy because it had everything I needed. And I thought, that's a good phone. It's got a few cool features that the iPhone doesn't have. And all the phone companies started screwing with me on, you know, stock wise, have to wait here, this, that, blah. And so I kept looking up, you know, differences between the phones for, you know, software. And I realized majority of the games I wanted to play were iPhone exclusive at the time. So, you know, that pretty much set me to iPhone land.
I'll give you that. The iPhone definitely has, like, take Plants vs. Zombies, for example. I think that's a fantastic little portable cell phone type game because the touchscreen controls just work great on that. And it's a fun game to begin with. You can get it on Android, of course, but you gotta get it to the Amazon App Store. But the iPhone version of the game, it's I don't know quite how to say it. It's just a lot better. It just is. I mean,
I'm not sure.
They got all this stuff and features, and it runs better. It's so nice.
I don't know if currently it's still, better and they're not the same because I haven't really checked, the Android
I
version.
have.
Oh,
I have. I'm sad.
it
So
really
I
is a
don't
big
want.
difference.
Yeah, well, they got like the Zen Garden, just a lot of like the unlockable extras and mini games
The
on
Zen
it. Then
Garden's not in the Android version.
no, it's not. I didn't even know there was one until I got the
Wow.
PC version. And then I'm like, well, what's it on the iPhone? And then I found out it had all those versions or all those features. I'm like, how come we didn't get them?
I can't understand why it'd be not implemented.
Yeah, just laziness on EA's part, I guess. They were too busy trying to buy everyone out.
Yep. They're shit.
Yep, I'm gonna kill them. Yeah, I
Uh,
better edit that part out.
no, it's staying in there. In fact, I'm going to make it repeat for a minute.
I'm gonna kill.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill EA, kill, kill, kill. Put in random names. Kill, kill. Cody, kill, kill.
Kill your mom.
Yo, man.
Kill my mom.
There are a lot of really cool games on the iPhone that weren't on the Android, which was, at the time, pissed me off since it only gave me one option, a forced option. But I mean, over the years, I've come to prefer the iPhone just the way it feels and certain things it does. I mean, the Samsung Galaxy still has some really cool things that the iPhone doesn't. But I don't know. I mean, most of the people I know who originally had an iPhone and then went to Samsung all ended up coming back. But I've never seen one, the opposite way, go from, Samsung to iPhone
Right.
and then back to Samsung. I've seen some stick to Samsung for a while, but yeah.
That's true. See, like, I actually know that encounter in real life because I have a coworker who owned an iPhone 5, upgraded to not a Samsung. It was some kind of Motorola device,
Mm.
big, large. I mean, let's be honest. Other than their names, you hold one phone up to another phone. It's like they look identical. They're big black phones with big screens. So it's like I don't really know what this phone is, but I asked him once, like, so how did you like, getting the Android? He's like, I don't like it. We're like, why don't you like it? He's like, I liked how things were laid out better on the iPhone. I'm like, huh.
It is a lot better.
So like, I guess it's different. It's different strokes for different folks. Like I said, the apps. I'd much rather have all the apps.
Yeah, the customization is good, but I'll admit I really do not like Android as an interface kind of thing. I mean, the first real shot I had on it was when I got my Asus Transformer tablet a while back, like a few years back. Try as I might, nothing made me like it. I absolutely hated it. I hated just... Oh, it pissed me off. And
Why?
I adapt to stuff. But that, I mean, once you go into the, what's it called? The layout with the... Fuck.
Talking about the apps drawer
No.
or the home page,
Nah. In the background, when...
the
any
wallpapers,
other day, I would have this name. Like the folder
the
layout.
back button.
Noz.
I don't know what you're trying to say.
Let's say when you clicked in an external drive or whatever, or an SD card, and you want to access the SD card, you had to go through that menu layout, like an old DOS type system,
Okay, sure.
and you have to find out exactly where the downloaded folder is for the SD card and all that other stuff, and then moving things to a
I see.
movie
So, like,
folder.
if you
And,
have it mounted to the computer, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It's like the
It's
old...
just one directory path to another directory path to another directory path.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think of it as the old Xtree Gold DOS program. I doubt many people will even know what that is. But that's how it comes to me. Back
They're
then,
like, what's that?
yeah, I mean, back then that was cool. It's not cool now. I shouldn't have to do that on a touch fucking interface. I can do it typing, no problem. But once you start making me tap shit, Can't do it. And there's too many folders. Why are there
Takes
so many
forever too.
folders listed?
It's,
That's just
it's not
annoying.
user friendly.
I don't like it. There's many things I don't like. That's just one of them. And I ended up selling that tablet.
But
I
I'll
recently,
give you that, cause
I mean, I recently got the the Nexus tablet, which is Android. I'm trying to ignore a few things that I hate about it. It's an excellent tablet, but I mean, again, the things I don't like about Android, I still don't like, and I can't adapt to them. So it's a forever hating thing because it's too. I don't know. It needs to be more just friendly.
well,
friendly.
I guess that's the beauty of it being in a free OS. Is that some corporations will change the interface a bit. It seems to be frowned upon now. People want instead the stock interface is what they call, which I agree with. I much rather have the stock interface than bloatware interface or like HTC. They're like, hey, let's make something that kind of looks like an Android, kind of runs like an Android, but we change it all up to how we want. So then you got to learn to use it, and then you find out they're not going to go with that anymore because nobody liked it. But it could be worse. It could be a Windows phone.
Yes, they're kind of special.
Special. Yes. That's a word we like to use for not very good.
Pretty shit.
I can't see. That's the one thing. I just don't get it. Okay, you have the iPhone comes out, right? The iPhone comes out, totally flips the cell phone market upside down. The biggest smartphone player in that time was BlackBerry. If you wanted a phone that seemed like, oh man, that's a smart phone, it was a BlackBerry. Like, oh yeah, I can do my calendar. I can see my emails from here. Everyone else had just these little flip phones that took horrible 3-megapixel pictures and stuff like that.
At best.
And so then the iPhone comes out, and the entire cell phone industry just stops. And they realize they've been outdone by somebody who has no experience making cell phones before in their lives. So it really just kind of goes to show like how if the iPhone didn't come around, how the innovation of the cell phone market, how slow it is, how poorly paced it is, how the ideas are, just in general. So then this comes out. And Apple, of course, like huge success. People are like, man, you mean I can make calls using a screen instead of fumbling around with tiny keys and stuff like that? Like, absolutely. Even Google, who was making an Android operating system at the time when the iPhone was announced, scrapped all their current builds of Android because back then they weren't touchscreen or anything, and they don't even resemble now today the very building ideas of what it was back then. So Google scrapped the whole thing, realizing if we release this now, nobody's going to want it because we've already been outdone and our stuff's not even out yet. So Google jumps in, they do the Android, and they did a smart move business-wise, making it free. And then along comes Microsoft going like, hey, you know what else needs to be in on this? If the choices between Apple and Android weren't good enough, let's also throw in our take on the operating systems for mobile phones because no one's asked for it.
Pretty much like everything Microsoft has done. Xbox, Windows Live.
And I think that's my biggest thing with them is that they're not an innovator. They're just an adapter. After someone else comes up with the ideas, after someone else creates the market, the buzz, the need, Microsoft steps in like, look, we can do it too. They're always playing catch up behind everyone else. But they're so huge, you wouldn't think it'd be like that. So, and that's the same thing like take Bing and Google, for example. After Google pretty much redefined how we think an internet search engine should work, what was before that? We had Yahoo and MSN. So even though Microsoft was around in the search engine business sooner longer and had more experience, and nobody came in and did it better than them.
Hmm.
And then they're like, you know what? Our service really is as terrible as everyone says. You know, our front page looks like a yard sale. There's ads everywhere. There's pop-ups everywhere. It's like we're like, buy stuff. Look at me. Watch. We got these little ads with men dressed as butterflies walking around, trying to tell people use MSN. And Google had like no advertising, nothing. They got spread simply by word of mouth. And people are like, hey, you just want to go to a search engine and not have to, because imagine this, we all had dial-up pretty much at this time. We could go to a search engine and it didn't take 3 minutes to load the search bar, so that we could begin looking around and we were getting actually good results, not just, here's a website that contained 2 of the words that you searced for.
And a car you'd like to buy. What?
Yes.
I don't want
Like,
that.
oh my gosh. So it's just that example that as an innovator, Microsoft is just terrible at it. They only follow in the footsteps of other people's creativity.
Did you hear the I mean, speaking about Microsoft, did you hear how much they sold of the Xbox One in Japan?
I did. Isn't that sad? That's their worst selling system over there yet.
It's beyond
Even the
sad.
original Xbox sold more, I believe.
3 times more, which was still sad at the time. It's like 25K, I think, the Xbox.
And then somebody did that Photoshop of a crowd.
I haven't seen those.
Somebody posted a Photoshop of one of the launch parties, but they photoshopped a crowd in it, and it was very apparent because they only used like the same 3 people.
Awesome.
So it was like really apparent, and he put it on Twitter or something. And one of the head of Microsoft of Japan, I guess they didn't actually study the photo. They just went like, "Hey, that's a great photo. Thanks for posting."
Idiots.
Like, good to see a turnout at the event. It's like, no, it's fake.
It's fake. I'll have to find that one.
Gosh.
I want to see it. That's funny. I could make my own.
Oh, yeah, it's just a bunch of U's.
It's me standing there with a PlayStation or something.
Honestly, no, I don't even quite understand how the 360 itself had its success when you consider the horrible launch and console quantity it had. When the systems were red ringing like that, by all means, that should have just been avoided. I would have never assumed people would like, oh, I'm on my 3rd Xbox. Like, why? You should have gave that up a long time ago.
They needed
no excuse to buy something that's broken.
They wanted specific games. Maybe everyone just wanted Halo.
I mean, perhaps.
Gears of War.
Then you got the Xbox One coming out, and with that ridiculous E3 show they did about all the DRM and the Kinect requirements and the used games. And
well, Kinect's gone now.
I personally said they deserved it. Yeah, I saw they got rid of it in the bundle. Like, what happened to that grand plan?
Let's push this. Oh, that's not.
Like, we gotta get out of here.
If they tried properly, and that would end up being really good, but they're not doing what they should with it.
I think what they want to do is they would just want to recapture the casual success that we had, or the Wii had with its motion controller.
It's the wrong way. Wrong way to go about something.
The wrong way. And I'll say this about the Wii any day. It's a karaoke machine. It's one of those things that you get out and you have fun with it the first few times, but then people got bored with it. Yeah. Everyone I know who owns a Wii, because they're like, oh, this is so much fun. They're playing that Wii bowling. They don't play it anymore. They just don't.
I got the Wii U, which I wasn't expecting to get, but it was for a specific couple games. I mean, there's always at least, a few games on each system that you got to have.
I'd like to get a Wii U one day, but it'd only be for Bayonetta 2.
See,
but even then, I worry about that game.
Well, I mean, Royce will have it soon, so I can tell you what it's like.
Yeah, I mean, I no doubt you're going to get to play it.
I'll test it.
The first one didn't sell all that well. I mean, I thought it was a great game. My only worry about it is that obviously when it was on the PS3 and Xbox 360, it didn't sell very good. I mean, it reviewed well, but the sales just weren't there, and you could just tell. You just got the general idea when Capcom was posting. Was it Capcom? Who made that?
I thought it was Sega.
I think you might be. No, I think Sega did the publishing.
Yeah. Give me a
This
sec.
is sad. How do I like this game and not know who makes it? Anyway, you could tell by the financial reports that they weren't doing very good with it. And then Nintendo picks it up, which totally surprised me. It just does not seem like anything Nintendo wanted to touch or would touch. And they totally pick it up, but then you look at the Wii U sales, you're like, man, this game's going to fall so hard. And they're putting so much love into it. You can tell that they're trying. But it's going to fall so hard.
Oh, developer was Platinum Games.
Ah, yeah, there we go. See, I thought so, because they were doing well with Sega at the time.
Ah, they did Wonderful 101.
Uh-huh.
I got that
Another
for the
Wii game.
Wii U.
They did one other game where you played as a soldier. It was like in the future.
I have no ideas.
Man, I forget it, but it was like, oh, it started with a V, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna look it up now. I'm just gonna look it up. Let's see, Platinum Games, right?
Platinum.
Here we go. Gonna look them up on the Wikipedia. Alright. Platinum Games, alright. Vanquish, there it is.
Vanquished.
Yeah.
Hold on. That was on the PlayStation 3.
That's correct.
I played that.
That's a good one.
I didn't like it.
Oh, look at man. I didn't like the characters.
I don't know. I got bored of it. I completed it only because I paid for it, which is actually rare because that doesn't factor into me completing games. But at the time, I don't know. I figured it was a short game and it went a bit longer than I wanted it to. But I think, I don't know. I didn't like it.
Alright. That's
Started off cool.
I thought it was free. What was it?
It started off really good, and then
oh yeah,
I don't know. It didn't seem to evolve for me. It just felt like I was doing the same thing over and over again.
Well, you pretty much were. Just it varied it up with the boss battles. But I mean, once you got past the initial tutorial, that's all you were gonna learn to do.
Yeah. Would have been cool if he updated himself as he went.
Yeah, into a woman.
Yeah, that would work for me.
Yeah. The Japanese would have ate it up.
I'm surprised they didn't have a bikini girl doing the whole thing.
That was going to be DLC.
I would have bought that.
I'm a big fan of the DLC. No, I'm not a big fan of DLC. I have like very few DLC because I just don't like to buy it. You know what I'm saying? But I had like a couple of the free stuff that I get out every now and again for like Ace Combat. And there's going to eventually be a time I turn on that 360 and that DLC is not going to be there no more.
Yeah.
So, it's like, man, what am I doing now? It just saddens me.
That's what I like about the PC. It's always going to be there forever.
Like, once it's on the internet, it stays there. People might try to take it down, but it's going to find its way
And
back.
my future PC will run it. Unlike, you know, PlayStation 4, for example, where I can't play PlayStation 3 games.
Yeah, this is true. That's one thing that's probably turned me off from getting a PlayStation 4 right now. I was really expecting backwards compatibility. Like, I just thought they were just going to keep going with it because I still want to play, like, Valkyria Chronicles.
Yep.
I love that game. And I was told, like, oh, you can't. Why? And they're like, well, we're going to do it digitally. Like, you don't have Valkyria Chronicles digitally. And even if I do it...
Some people asked about the fire, about what happened. Did I tell you? I can't remember.
Oh, yeah. Oh no, you tell me. You tell
No,
me about the
yeah,
fire.
it wasn't a house. It was a crap load of trees, um, a few k's from here, and somehow the wind just brought all the smoke to the suburbs, and it coated everything for well half the day till they got it out.
Huh.
Uh,
Wow.
Set up by some special people who were bored or just had no idea what they were doing. But yeah, no fire
So was
nearby.
that what the alarms were though?
Yeah, it
Huh.
was pretty cool.
So I guess the smoke just rolled into their house, and then those alarms went off as a result.
Yeah, I mean it was that thick.
Wow.
I mean this thing
I
was
could
like,
definitely see why you mistake it for a house fire, though.
the fire was like 5 miles away or something, and it somehow reached over here and just went
Dang.
exactly like that.
Just this.
Which is cool that no houses were on fire, but at the same time, it's boring.
Right.
And currently my computer is magical. You know how my SSD drive has been slowly dying over the past year. Now,
Uh-huh.
it
And you want to get that one from Samsung? It's like a 10-year warranty on it.
was it 10 or no, it was 5. Or was it 10?
There's something.
Whatever the Samsung
All right.
850 Pro is.
Mm-hmm.
It's an awesome one. But yeah, my current one's so bad that loading browsers has a high tendency to make it freeze for whatever reason.
Huh.
And I mean, I've even done troubleshooting to make sure that it's not just the browsers themselves, because everything else works for now. I'm expecting that to change very soon. But I mean, I uninstalled the browsers. I even reinstalled some on a different drive. No plugins, etc. Didn't matter. It ended up freezing after a while. So now I'm having to default between my phone and my really old slow netbook anytime I want to do some browsing. So the game is the PC is pretty much just, editing and playing games and nothing else. It's annoying.
Well, we'll just have to see. When you get that new drive.
I need to get it. I just can't
Whenever,
afford it at the moment.
However much.
It's not much. It's I know about over there. Here it's like 220, which is nothing for a 250 gig. Yeah, 256 gig drive, which is a good amount because I only want it for Windows and a small amount of programs. Everything else gets installed on other drives. But that's the one I need and want after lots of looking up and reviews and blah blah for a few months. But yeah,
right.
I think it's like 180 for you lot.
I want a terabyte, and I want it to be a 10-year.
Yes, I'm slowly going to be trying to save up for one. If I'm lucky, I can have one in a few months. If my PC doesn't explode by then.
Good luck.
It's been acting special since mid last year. Not this special, but it's been special.
Uh-huh.
Now it's just getting
Just in general.
stupid special. So
Well,
yeah,
everyone loves stupid special. No, we don't.
I don't want stupid special.
I concur.
I think I'll get a new graphics card next year. I'm probably due for one.
I'm thinking next year as well. Just for in time for Star Citizen and Elite, just to be.
Oh yeah, Star Citizen will be coming out.
Because I don't trust my card, that's for sure.
Oh, are you gonna try to get a Titan series?
No,
I mean, is that the current or?
Not really. Titan is like the stupid card. You don't buy that. It's too overpriced in it. I mean, it's powerful, sure, but nah. I mean, the latest one that's about to come out that they just revealed was the 980.
What architecture is it?
The GeForce, the Nvidia.
No, that's brand.
Yeah.
Like,
what more do you want?
Okay, the series before Titan was Kepler.
I got no clue, eh?
Okay, so that's what I was trying to figure out. Like, is it a Kevlar card that's just beefier? Is it a Titan card?
All you need to know is it's better.
Well, I do like better things.
Yep.
I'm one of those people. I appreciate the good stuff.
All I need is benchmarks, and that's it. I'm set. I don't really care what chipset, etc. it is. Just as long as it does what it says it does, I'm happy.
And does it well. That's the only thing.
Oh, it'll do it well.
There.
So let me tell you a funny story.
Yeah, let's hear this.
This is a funny story. The other day, I was at the store, and as I was leaving, I decided I'm going to get me some food. Take some food home.
Yeah, because your thunder thighs.
Yeah, your thunder thighs. And
No.
there was thunder
If
face.
anything, I'm the lightning.
You're frog man.
Where there's thunder, there's lightning. That's when I take a mirror and I got it in my hand and I flash it with the sun in their eyes. And they're like, ah! Lightning! I run
Be
off.
like, oh, could you stand over here? I gotta get the sun. It's lightning! Gotta do him now. Create the character. We'll put him in the comic. Lightning!
Just do that all the time. It's like a special move.
He's an awesome character.
Oh.
I want his. He needs a cartoon. Whoa.
Dude, oh, what's that sound?
My mum's doing something in the kitchen. Kind of reminds me of your mum in the bedroom.
What, letting off some steam?
Nah, vibrator boy.
She told me it was for back massage.
It's always a back massage.
With the legs.
That's horrible. Scoop eyes out with a spoon.
I just threw up and I closed my mouth and it came through my teeth.
My
Anyway.
nipples are no. So I bought food from the curry store that I hadn't had in ages because I just never get around to going there. I like them; they're real tasty, and
All right.
they're real tasty. And this time,
All right.
what the? So much noise. Anyway, bought my food, and I thought, I'm gonna get a little bit more. I'm gonna grab this satay here, this nice chicken satay from this other store, and from this other store over here, I'm gonna get some chips with gravy. Because I felt like getting 3 things that I like that I rarely get. And
If I may ask,
Mhm.
chips with gravy,
It's
is that bread and
No.
gravy?
what?
Like, I'm just curious, because when you say chips, to us, we think potato chips. They come in a bag and they're crispy.
No,
But you might be thinking of biscuits
that's
with gravy.
nowhere near biscuits. No, like you know
a
the
biscuit for you guys is probably fish sticks.
you know what the thicker potatoes like you get with fish and chips, for example.
Okay, see, we don't have fish and chips here because America likes food that tastes good.
America.
So that's why we're big. We're big. We're like Italians.
you deprive yourself of nice foods.
It's all right. Anyway,
So-
so you went out and you got some
Yes.
fish.
Think of them as wedges, but they're rectangular,
Okay.
and they pour this delicious gravy on top. And it sounds simple, but my God, they are unreal. It's the
Okay.
gravy that they do. It's a special gravy. You don't buy this gravy. They make
You
it.
can't buy the gravy.
No. So I bought it all, went home, started eating. And when I took a bite of the curry, I remembered something that the guy told me just before he gave it to me. He goes, "It's very spicy." I got the beef vindaloo. Everyone knows vindaloo is spicy, if you know what vindaloo is. But I mean,
yeah. Totally.
I've gotten it before from there, and while spicy and all, I can sort of handle it. But it never was, it's really spicy. It was just always deliciously spicy. but not this time. This spice was a completely different experience for me. I didn't think it was possible. It was almost like dipping a spoon in that, spice that they put on top and just eating it raw.
Oh gosh, so basically you got a mouthful of regret.
It was delicious regret.
Oh gosh.
And I kept going because the flavor was that good, even though it felt like my mouth was on fire.
Oh man.
I mean, normally I can have a curry and just, maybe drink like a couple times through it. Some mouthfuls. This one, nah. Every mouthful, nom, oh shit, drink. Nom, oh shit, drink. It was so strong, shit you not. I paused a sec from it and I grabbed one of the chips with gravy. Not spicy at all. Put it on my mouth, on my tongue, and it felt exactly the same as the curry. Like it was completely covered in spice. It would burn my tongue as it touched me.
Oh, so the tongue, the damage was done.
The tongue, the mouth, everything.
You could have had ice cream. You're like, oh, it hurts.
Yep, everything. Even the chicken satay was like fire. I couldn't understand it.
Oh man, I gotta admit though, see, you're braver than me. I can't do spicy food. I've tried, but if it gets to the point where I can't taste anything,
I could taste.
I can't. I'll get it. I don't taste anything. My whole mouth is throbbing. Why do people do this?
I don't want to do that again.
It's there's no flavor. It's
no
just
flavor.
burn.
It burned so bad, and that's not the end of the story.
Okay.
No. Do you know what happens to the body when it has too much spice?
Oh yes, I do.
You become the king of the throne.
Oh, we're on different topics.
No, we're not. That toilet is your new home.
Oh no.
For the next day and a half, I lived in that toilet.
Oh,
I didn't enjoy it.
I hope you brought something to read.
Every 20 minutes I was in there.
Oh,
I didn't believe there was that much inside me.
That's what she said.
Well, that's exactly what she said.
Are you one of those people that bring your phone into the bathroom with you?
For that day I was, since I lived there.
It's now I don't have to give up YouTube.
It's what do I do while I sit here for 20 minutes? Click, click, click. Play a game.
Screen's a little smeared.
Oh, that's just my eyes falling out.
It's not fingerprint smears. Oh no.
It wasn't fun. And I got this medication, these tablets, that were amazing. They sorted me out so quickly. So nom nom nom. Oh yeah. I was still paranoid though, but yeah, I'm good. It's been what is it, 3 days now? I'm good.
Oh well, yes.
This is
I
the
imagine
4th day.
It's gotta be all out of your system by now.
I couldn't sleep that first day because it was constantly going to the toilet. In fact, Friday was not really. It was. I thought it was Saturday. That's what I thought Friday was. It was not a good day.
I think the weirdest part for me is that I know I probably texted you on Friday, and to think that the reply I got was probably a John call. You're just sitting there. Ooh.
You help me wipe.
Now I'm going to send Jed a video.
No! Speaking of videos, every now and then, me and Jed send each other little videos through our phone or computers. Just random nothings. We've uploaded a few. I think there was an Angry Bird one, and there was a pizza one with bread.
Oh yeah, I love the pizza one.
Yep, and there was a new one recently where just out of the blue, I sent one.
What Khan does is that he gets on his phone and then he makes this hilarious video and it generally mocks me in some way. And then he sends it, and when I get it, it's basically him on the screen going, challenge! He's challenging me. He's insulting my house.
They're all challenges. And this specific case, I was referencing to a future time where I would steal his wife away from him. As I do very often.
No. Never. All attempts have been foiled.
So here's the video of what I sent him first. Delicious honeycomb magnum. Oh. You know what else is a delicious honeycomb magnum? And Catherine. My beloved Catherine. You know who's disgusting? Jed. You know what Jed is if he was a food? Spam. Jed spam. Leave Jed. Come to me, my delectable honeycomb goddess. Don't tell Jed. Alright, now I gotta mention the Kakyoin thing, otherwise I'll be like, what was he doing?
Okay, give me 1 second. Oh wait, yeah. No, go ahead.
What was I waiting for?
I like to change things up.
Don't change things up.
Are you confused yet? Oh yeah.
And that was the video. For anyone who's a bit confused at what I was doing to the ice cream, it's not what you think. In my brain, it was from something completely different that I'd watched, but I didn't realize until I, watched it again.
He didn't realize just how
seedy it was.
He gets on there. I mean, I had to put a pillow over my lap, but that's my business. Okay.
Yeah. But no, that was from an awesome anime series called JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and this is the clip it comes from.
Jojo, そのチェリー食べないのか？がっつくようだが僕の好物なんだ。くれないか？ああ。サンキュー。レロレロレロレロレロレロレロレロレロレロレロレロレロレロレロレロレロレロレロレロレロレロレロレロレロ。
All right.
More delicious.
Yes, and then Jed sent me one in return.
Even better, might I add.
No, it wasn't even a nice one. It was very mean.
It was spirited mean, yes. But production-wise, it was very nice.
I was very sad. I don't like being sad.
I enjoy seeing you sad.
It was pizza and just all over again.
Go back to your crackers. Or...
No.
You probably don't call them crackers over there. What is that? It's
no, they call it crackers.
Probably like paste of wheat chips.
Kangaroo bread.
Something really stupid.
You're stupid.
You're stupid.
Here's a clip.
You almost got me. You almost got me to think perhaps I need to stoop to your level to get even. You know what? I'm better than that. I'm a better person. I wake up every day and I donate money to orphan dogs. And I'm still a better person than you are. And just to prove that point, prove my point, I'm going to take you over here. And you know what I am? You know what happened? You know what I happen to be? You know what I am compared to you? I'll tell you what I am compared to you. I am, oh my goodness, I am delectable food. Delicious calories. Chocolate coated with peanuts and mint and peanut butter.
That's what I am. I'm gonna be some of this. I'm gonna say, ah, what's this? What's this? What's this down here? That's you! There you are! Your eyes. For right now, I pick up one of you. Even life hates you. I pick up another one of you, and look at, that's it. I tossed you into dirty dog water because that's what you are. You're dirty dog water. I guess what I'm gonna do. Yeah, guess what I'm gonna do with my wife, my trophy wife, my princess. Hey, woman!
What?
Feed me.
Okay.
Yeah. Rest my head, yeah.
Sit right here, honey. Yes.
Ah.
This one. Oh no, we must enjoy this slower, honey.
Ooh.
There's another one. Mwah.
Normally we do this naked, but you know, it's all
Do. Alright, that's done.
Nice.
Nice.
We're professionals at this.
We're more than professional. We're the A-fressionals.
Ooh, I like A-professionals.
No, A-fressional.
Oh, ooh, that's even better.
Yeah.
The way you said that.
Remove the P because it's 2 down and go to the A where it's A standard and it's A-fressional.
A-fressional. Because it almost sounds like optional freshness.
I'm probably saying it wrong. It's just professional. So A-fressional. I can't do that.
You broke your brain.
I like A-fressional better. I'm sticking to that one.
You know what I'm looking forward to?
What is that?
That's you.
No, I mean, what are you looking forward to?
Oh! I'm looking forward to The Hobbit Part 4.
No, there's 3.
No. As you can tell, probably, that it should be 3, but for some reason, the last movie was separated.
It's where Gandalf is turned into a frog. Run, Frodo! No, don't.
But that should be the conclusion to it.
It should be.
Should be the conclusion. Yeah, you're right, it is 3. I don't know why I said 4. I had to think for a minute.
You're confused.
Yeah.
Don't
I'm
be
probably
confused.
anticipating a 4th.
Maybe.
If it's a cash cow, why else would they be doing The Hobbit? And why else would they take one book and turn it into 3 movies?
Yeah, well, there are lots of books, so maybe they'll take each book and make 7 movies out of each one.
There are lots of books. Like, most people don't realize that. And they're just like little side stories and everything.
I just wish they'd... Well, I mean, at first I did wish they'd do the Silmarillion, because that thing is unreal. But after seeing the sort of things they did to The Hobbit, I don't actually want them going near it now.
You're like, don't touch this.
Don't touch it.
And even then, there's like characters in the Hobbit movies that don't exist. Yeah.
I don't mind it if they're good scenes, but there's some that just really shouldn't be there.
It's like, I appreciate you trying to add something to it, but you just put your hand on the guy's shoulder and you're like, but you just gotta stop.
Just don't do it.
Just put your fingers on his lips. Shh. And then you touch his butt.
No.
Oh. What? It was cool in the car, but all of a sudden, on the radio.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Think you're good, huh? You think you're nothing. You're nothing. I think you're good. You're not good. You're not good. You're nothing. You're nothing.